you doing?
Chilling.
Monta and I have been together for 3 years. We definitely still love each other. We've been through a lot of ups and downs, but he's consistently been there for Ava.
Why he ain't got no socks on?
Because I just put him on before I left.
That's
Did you hear what I said?
What?
I talked to you or something?
About what?
So, the other day, I took a pregnancy test.
And what did it say?
It said, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You don't look happy.
Who would look happy? What am I supposed to get up and start? Oh, wait, baby.
You don't remember you.
I don't give.
You don't give.
Not really.
That was ignorant. Monta and I have been trying to have a baby for a while now, but it never seems to work out. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like,
I want to tell you, honey, I don't think he wants a baby. I don't want to tell you, baby. I do not think he wants the baby. Okay.
I went to.
If that's how a man responds, if that's his response to you saying you're pregnant, maybe he don't want the baby. I don't want to tell you. I love this channel. It's called 154 Africa. And let's watch this together.
I'm going to do what the white guys do. I've created a show. I'm going to get as many of my friends and family into the show as possible.
154, we all connected, baby, you already know. I'm talking 154, we're bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like, ain't no place like, ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like, ain't no place like, ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like, ain't no place like.
Yo, it's finally here.
Yes.
We are dropping our lifestyle merch. 154 is here.
Get me to be right-handed.
This is one of the best interviews ever. She is amazing.
Thing about it, like, I'm
brother's left-handed.
And if I cook food,
To say that I love this job is an understatement.
I've been on the data annotation platform.
Yo, we're just on.
and I handed it to my mum.
Her name is Gina Gashir. She is a British Nigerian comedian, and she is on 154 Africa Connect, which is a platform on YouTube.
Don't with my left hand, all
You
of it,
guys
the
gotta
whole
listen
top.
to the interview. But first, tell me how was the
What I
time?
did, what I started again, and I had to cook the whole pot from scratch. Oh yeah.
And I
Your
hear,
left hand
man,
is for
it's
white
rough,
people.
man.
It's for white people.
And when you think about that, well, what are the right handers? Like the right handers are doing, like what are they?
Exactly, right hand is white.
You're doing my right hand, baby. The whip.
Yeah, those are my ancestral people. I wear Queen India around my neck every day.
Oh, that's dope.
Because my family are Obasaki, so they are related to the Obas.
Yeah, and you've mentioned that you said this is essentially like the real Wakanda.
Yes.
For people who are kind of like thrown off by that pop culture reference,
Yeah,
tell people
yeah,
about the
okay.
Kingdom of Benin, because this isn't something that is studied in schools.
The Kingdom of Benin. Let's
you
not.
either know or you don't know.
Yeah, so Benin was in Nigeria, and it was a very highly technical society.
Yeah.
They had drainage, proper street lights. They had, there was a Portuguese explorer who went there and wrote saying, I went to Benin and the streets are clean. There is no crime there. The houses are beautifully built. They have artisans that make art. So Benin was a society, basically is like what the modern day Wakanda is.
No doubt.
It was a beautiful place that people came to and saw, and they were living at a much higher standard of living than the Brits and the Americans, who were still throwing their piss and their windows.
Yeah, no doubt.
And passing the plague and the Black Death to each other. English people were still throwing their dues away out windows, whereas we had proper sewage systems. And so that's where the Broncos came. So what happened there?
Yeah.
The Portuguese used to trade with the people up in there.
I'm doing
They used to
great,
come and they used
how
to
about
trade,
you?
and they'd sell them palm oil and things like that. And then the British came, And they were like,
Da-da-da-da.
yeah, we're like, why are we trading with these people? Let's just take it. And they tried to take it, and the Benin warriors sent them home with, beat them, basically,
Let's go.
and sent them home. But what happened then, Queen Victoria did what was called a punitive mission. And they got their armies, and they came back to Benin. And
1897.
Basically, 1897, and they razed it to the ground. They burnt everything to the ground. They killed a bunch of people.
It's like Black Wall Street in the
Exiled
U.S.
the Oba of Benin, exiled them out of the country, and then burned down everything, and then
Where's my
stole
sound?
their art.
I think they're bringing it back now, finally.
Yeah,
They said, no. They said, you can have it for a few years and then bring it back.
No, the British Museum didn't want to give it back. They're like, oh no,
Yeah.
we're looking after it. You know, because we don't think you Nigerians can actually look after your own. It's like going into someone's house, stealing their TV, and when they say, I want my TV back, they're like, no. I don't think you can look after this TV as well as I can look after this TV. So I tell you what, you can come to my house and watch your TV. But then you have to leave. So that's what the British. Yeah. So they stole all our art. They stole all our bronzes. Stole all our art.
Yes.
And then tried to sell it to other museums around the world to pay for the mission that they just done. And a lot of them, these other museums, wouldn't buy it because they didn't believe that black people could make such beautiful and such beautiful crafted art. So but they ended up the museums all around the world.
Europe, everywhere. It's this adage of how they don't believe black people do anything has been around so long. Like way back then, they still didn't think black people were anything.
I tell you what's fascinating for me too, because going down and just really kind of looking at the history and doing the history of the King of Benin and looking at the great, I'm going to call it, because they always talk about the Great Wall of China. Oh, no. I'm calling this the Great Wall of Benin.
It's bigger than that.
It was bigger than the Wall of China.
It was bigger. The Great Wall of China is longer. It's got 13,000 miles.
Yes.
The Great Wall of Benin, 10,000 miles. I mean, that's enough to go almost around the entire border of the lower 48 of the United States. Think about how bad it is. Say 60 feet tall. I mean, this thing was massive.
The Wall of Benin, built by Africans
society
in Nigeria.
It actually worked.
And it worked.
But the Great Wall of China didn't, because Genghis Khan jumped right over it. What's up, dog? Yeah, all y'all trying to block me out, man. Come on, man. So that's why like Genghis Khan spread his seed. You know, his seed is everywhere. A lot of people are related to Genghis Khan because they hopped over the wall. They were like,
It took a lot to build that. It took 600 years to build the Great Wall of Benin. And if you think about it, that was less time than it took to build the Great Wall of China. So to me, when I'm looking at them, I say the amount of organizations and how much smart. People talk about the Pyramid of Giza. Like, this should be like really taught everywhere.
It should have been the one of the seven wonders of the world. It should have been. But it was done by black people, so they're like, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about how more advanced black people were. We're not going to talk about the fact that black people were the ones that taught white people to wash and bathe and clean themselves in a way that they don't spread. None of that is taught. None of that is taught.
And a lot of the organizations and systems that were taken back to the UK.
Like the process, like almost
right there in the Kingdom of Benin, which is interesting because after they did the whole breakup in 1884, they were divided. They found that they was like, yo, what's this? Oh, let's go get that. Took all and looted and all that stuff. How do you feel when you travel around and you know that your ancestors, you're the Edo tribe, and you see the bronze around that represents your culture, it's your possession. What does that feel like?
I mean, it's infuriating, you know, because I'm like, why am I getting to a museum and seeing this in New York when we don't have it in Nigeria? In Nigeria, we have to have replicas of our own stuff.
it's insane.
We have replicas of our own stuff. It's infuriating, especially as I'm like, you know, I don't know if you know the story of Queen. I feel myself on her, like, because she was who all the Benin bronzes were based on. They were based on her face.
With the whole
her face. She was a warrior who basically went to war to fight so that her son would become Oba, because she was one of the wives of the Oba. When he died, his son was going to become Oba, and she was like, no, I want my son to be Oba. And she said to her son, don't worry, you stay here. I'm going to go fight this war. I'll come back with the crown. And she went to war and beat the other guy to the point where he left his crown on the water and said, all right, you can have it. I'm going to go.
I'm watching Gina
And at the
Hashir.
time,
Gina Hashir, this is a British comedian, actor, British comedian that's based in the US now. And she's having an interview at 54 Africa, which is a something on a channel on YouTube, and they are discussing life in general. And she's educating us about the Benin Empire, which is this glorious empire that was built by Nigerians in Africa back in the day. There was an advanced civilization, very much like the Wakanda that we kind of know about. They were teaching white people about, sewerage and proper drainage and how to take a bath properly so they don't spread diseases like the Black Plague and stuff like that. So, know your history, kids, so you know how powerful you are. Anybody try to make you feel bad, just look at them and think, we taught you how to take a bath.
In society, when a man became Oba, he was supposed to kill his mother and because the mother had too much influence over the son. So Obas used to have to kill their mothers when they became the king. But then when she brought the crown back for him, so he changed the whole. He was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because she was the one that got me.
He changed the history.
Yeah, he changed the whole. He was like, no. In fact, I'm going to build her a castle, and I'm going to have every artisan in Benin make masks in her honor.
Oh, sick.
And those are the masks that the British stole and ended up in museums all over the world. And I'm sort of direct lineage because my family is so there. So I feel as my ancestor, she is, I feel like she's my spirit.
Behind a glass in a place where you pay attention to. And exactly. It's funny, I was just looking, I was at the Met, in New York. That's funny, I remember
that. In there. They're in there.
And I'm over there and you see all the Benin stuff. And it's so funny because the Greek area, it's so well lit. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's under the sun roof. All the Greek stuff is just, and then the tribal stuff is in the dark. and then I think they changed it because like all the Pacific Islanders, African stuff, the way they wrote it, it was like these primitive peoples, they would say the word on the placards, and me and my guys, we were complaining to them. And I was like, what is this? How do you call these people primitive people? Yeah.
We had
irrigation.
We had irrigation.
Farming. We mathematicians. We mapped the planet. We were in the seas before all of you. And if you think about that, the design that went into making the Great Wall of Benin, this was done between 800, 1400s. This was before modern tools and stuff like that. I mean, so to think about the ingenuity that went into that, that is a lot of brains.
Yeah,
a lot of brains.
They say that black people are lazy and dumb, but yet we have built this.
And it's not. It's just propaganda. I mean, hell, we can't build a wall here. Talking about trying to build a wall, still can't build a wall. With all the money and whatever. It's just. When you talk about the wall, you see with they don't want Mexicans coming over, but their history is pyramids and Aztec and Zik. They were builders too, and then you got people going, these people are here destroying the people. I'll tell you though, when you think about now Nigerians going to the UK, your family, immigrated to
to
the UK. A lot of Nigerians left Nigeria to go to the UK. Why?